Look into my eyes. When you see me on a show, when you see these fans, you know you've got the best in the damn world.
This is the Wrestling Matters podcast where we stand up for professional wrestling.
Here we fucking go!
Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change!
Professional wrestling! This is it! This is us standing up! Yes! 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 Yes!
That's 13-14!
Make it till death!
Dina, I am the best in the world.
Cause that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold Simpson.
Welcome all to a very special podcast, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by the Wrestling Matters podcast. It is the review, that's right, or the preview rather, of WWE Fastlane 2017. That's right, coming up, as I'm doing this, it is now March 3rd, it's coming up this Sunday, and it takes place only on your pay-per-view providers or the WWE Network. God bless the network. And it is headlined by Kevin Owens and Goldberg, one-on-one for the Universal title. I almost said United States title there for some reason. Why did I say that? I don't know, but let's move on, please. So, we got a load of matches. I have done predictions basically all week on other programs and other podcasts as well. Keita and Jay show. Be sure to check that out because it was absolute blast. Shout out to Keita and Jay. So yeah, we're going to get into this right now. Obviously, we're going to start with the Kickoff show. Am I going to be watching the Kickoff show? Probably not, if I'm being honest, because it is a Cruiserweight Kickoff show, to be honest. The Cruiserweight match is going to be on the Kickoff show. Like I say, am I going to watch it? Probably not. But apparently it is, if I remember correctly, Rich Swann and Jack Gallagher, if I'm not mistaken, take on Neville and Noam. I hope I'm right on that. Let me double check, please. No, I'm wrong. Ha 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 ha. Why did I say Neville when they actually have a match? That's how stupid I am. Yes. Rich Swann and Tozawa against Braun, Kendrick and Noam. Probably something for these four to do. I don't know why Rich Swann and Noam have something to do, but anyway, I know there's a few broom between Tozawa and Braun Kendrick, but anyway, in this match, I'm probably not going to watch it. And I'm going for Rich Swann and Tozawa to win this match. The next match I'm going to go with and talk about is Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. Now, yes, Sasha Banks is Sasha Banks. She's the boss. There is a rumoured heel turn on the horizon. But please, surely she has to win this match against Nia Jax. Surely she has to get a victory over Nia Jax. Don't be surprised, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be surprised if she gets her ass kicked again by Nia Jax. I don't want to see another domination of Sasha Banks. Maybe this will work in terms of her rumoured heel turn that she's supposed to be doing. But, yeah, I'm picking Sasha Banks, but I won't be surprised if Nia Jax wins, if I'm being honest. I will not be surprised one bit if Nia Jax ends up getting the victory, but I'm kind of pulling for Sasha Banks, because, yeah, I mean, alright, I don't necessarily say it's going to be clean, but she deserves something, Sasha, I suppose. Even if it's just one little thing, she deserves a little something here and there. Raw Tag Team Champions Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson defend against Enzo, Amore and Big Cass. Please keep the belt on Enzo and Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. I said this on the Keita and Jay show, and I'll say it again. I think it's time for Big Cass to move. Maybe go to SmackDown and save his real life girlfriend from the clutches of one James No Chin Ellsworth. But yeah. Look, like I said on the Keita and Jay show, I love Enzo, Amore and Big Cass. They're a great tag team. But Enzo has become an annoying little shit as of late. And like I said, my favourite moment on Raw, one of my favourite moments on Raw is when he got kicked in the face by Sheamus. When him and Big Cass became the number one contenders. And you know, and you understand where I'm coming from in this respect. Because the minute Sheamus kicked him in the face, you heard a chance of, thank you, Sheamus. He has become an annoying little shit. And go back to where you were, please, but don't become annoying, Enzo. But other than that, you need to keep the belts on Gallows and Anderson. Have them establish dominance, like I said they would do the minute they arrived here. They would take over the tag team division and just basically carry it on their backs. And that's what you need to do. Cruiserweight Championship, Neville, Jack Gallagher. Now, if you're expecting a match like Neville had with Rich Swann at the Royal Rumble, which was full of kicks to the faces and kicking each other's heads off kind of match. No. You're going to get a different match in this one. There's no question about that. You're going to get a different match. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's going to be far different from what Neville had at the Royal Rumble. And yeah, I'm picking Neville to win this match. A little bit too early for Jack yet, but Neville needs to establish dominance in this division and become the king and have his reign as champion. And to be honest with you, at this moment in time at least, Neville is the best thing about the Cruiserweight division, in my opinion. And the reason why I want him to keep the belt is there's a rumoured match at WrestleMania that it'll be Neville one-on-one with Austin Aries. And I want that match. I will pay money to see. That's the match I pay money to see, let me tell you. No question about that. So yeah, I'm going for Neville in this one. Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe, which was meant to be, if you believe rumours, Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe, but Seth got taken out and basically they needed something for Samoa Joe to do, I suppose. So even though it was rumoured to have Sami Zayn go for the United States title against Chris Jericho, but he's out on the shelf, so what do? You put them together. I'm sorry to say this, but at the rate Samoa Joe's going, this will be the total domination of Sami Zayn, because Samoa Joe is just a destroyer. He's a monster, kind of the Ring of Honor monster that he was back in the day to, 2-year domination. And I'm sorry to say, as much as I love Sami Zayn, and I do like the guy, he's going to get his ass kicked. He's going to get absolutely destroyed by the Destroyer. Triple H's heavy, Triple H's Destroyer, Triple H's henchman, whatever you want to call him. Sami, you're in for a long, rough night at Fastlane, my friend. No question about that. Samoa Joe is going to whip your ass. I wouldn't want to be in the same ring as Samoa Joe in his mood as of now, so fuck that. Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman. I'll go to that first. I'm picking Roman Reigns, but I'm not picking him to win clean. I'm picking Roman Reigns to win by a DQ because there's rumours flying around that Undertaker's going to show up at the Fastlane pay-per-view and start his program with Roman Reigns. So I would imagine Roman Reigns will win by disqualification. He'll probably get his ass kicked and become Super Reigns and destroy the Braun Strowman, because Braun will probably just bounce him around like a ragdoll, like he's been doing. Like if you watched Raw this past week, that fucking turnbuckle segment, oh Jesus Christ, he just ran right into the turnbuckle broke. So it'll probably be that kind of a rough night for Roman Reigns, but no doubt he'll probably play Super Reigns and come back and take care of the business. And yeah, I truly believe that Roman will win by a DQ. He will not necessarily win by a clean victory. It will probably be a DQ, because I don't think they want to keep the momentum on Braun Strowman and not have him be wasted, to be honest with you, or waste his or cut his momentum short, if you will. I think it'll be disqualification and Undertaker will come in and play a part, and off to the races they'll go with the Roman Reigns Undertaker program for WrestleMania. Raw Women's Champion Bayley defends against Charlotte Flair. Pure and simple on this one, guys. Charlotte Flair gets her belt back. It's as simple as that. I will not be disappointed if Bayley retained, but it's the pay-per-view streak thing. That's why they dropped it in beginning. I still don't understand why people got all high and mighty about, Bayley's won the Raw Women's title. Fuck off. Bayley won the Raw Women's Championship, but they're going to give it back to Charlotte at the pay-per-view. And she'll be a 5-time Raw Women's Champion or Women's Champion in WWE. And no doubt she'll end up dropping it at WrestleMania. I'll probably think that she'll probably end up dropping it at WrestleMania at some point. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I probably truly believe that. Will it be a one-on-one match? I don't know. I just wish at the end of the day they'd stop playing hot potato with the women's title on Raw. I mean, like I said on the Keto and Jay show, there was a poll up this week on WWE.com that said who has the better women's division, Raw or SmackDown, and SmackDown won by 63%. And the reason why that is, ladies and gentlemen, is because they don't play hot potato with it on SmackDown like they do on Raw. Don't get me wrong, one title change, maybe two, but more than that, you're basically passing it around like if it was past the parcel or something. But yeah, Charlotte gets her belt back, and no doubt will probably lose it at WrestleMania. So this pay-per-view streak will end at Mania. And finally, last but not least, and certainly not least, the Universal title will be Kevin Owens one-on-one with Goldberg. Pure and simple, Goldberg wins this, and he will defend the Universal title at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar will beat him. If Kevin Owens wins, I will not be disappointed because we all know it's going to be Kevin Owens one-on-one with Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. I believe probably Jericho plays some part in this and costing Kevin Owens the championship, I would imagine. I hope they don't squash Kevin Owens like they've done with Brock and everything like that. That's not going to look good on him. But yeah, I believe Goldberg will walk out as champion and become Universal Champion going into WrestleMania and give Brock something to win for and, you know, make his win, his supposed win at WrestleMania, more meaningful. But if Kevin Owens wins, I will not be disappointed because I like the idea better of Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the Universal title than I do Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the United States title. When will Chris Jericho lose the US title? I don't know. But if Kevin Owens has to face Chris Jericho for the United States titles, that's just downgrading Kevin Owens, basically. He's the Universal Champion and now he's going to go fight for the United States title at WrestleMania. No, that don't work. So, all in all, my prediction is Goldberg. But if Kevin Owens wins, I will not be disappointed. But it'd be good. But bottom line, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Universal title, WrestleMania 33. And there you have it, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this quick little podcast, the review show. This will be going up on SoundCloud and the Wrestling Matters channel. If you listen to this on the Wrestling Matters channel, please feel free to drop a subscribe and like the video if you're watching this or listening to this on video as well. Download this for free on SoundCloud as well. And look out for episode 153 of the Wrestling Matters podcast this coming week, guys. Welcome to Hell, Bray. For more on that, check out SoundCloud, check out the Wrestling Matters channel. It'll be up Monday, March 6th. Or is it March 5th as I'm doing this? Please get this calendar up. Nope, I was right. Monday, March 6th, it'll be up. So be sure to check that out. Until then, guys, my name is Anthony Walker. Wrestling Matters. You've been awesome. Thank you and goodbye.
Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change!
Professional wrestling! This is it! This is us standing up!
Yes! 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 Yes!
That's 13-14!
Dina, I am the best in the world.
Cause that's the bottom line. Cause Stone Cold Simpson.